Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric, and we're going to be playing another game of Bobby Orr's career replay using Inside the Crease Hockey from the 1966 season, 66-67 season to be exact. And they're going to be playing a game, I think they played the first game with the Detroit Red Wings. But anyway, the Boston Bruins are, as you can see up top here, 0-4. So they've not fared well, and the games really haven't even been that close. They haven't scored more than, I think they may have scored 2 goals in one game is their high, but I think they all 3 other games they only scored 1 goal. I don't think they were shut out, but I know they haven't had much offense. And Bobby Orr's got a couple of assists, but he's still in search of his first goal of the night of his professional career with the Boston Bruins, NHL career. Been doing a little research on his upbringing in Canada, some of his videos on YouTube regarding the teams that he played for. I think it was in Nova Scotia, I want to say. Watched a couple of his videos, including some Bruins videos, and got a couple of surprises for you in this video, especially if Bobby Orr scores, but also if the Bruins score. So hopefully we can get some of that, and I can show you some of that stuff that I have planned for the videos here. Trying to add a little bit of flair to this otherwise kind of bland video. As far as the video portion of this game is pretty bland, but to add a little spice to that. But anyway, I decided to go with some recommendations by AlRedsoxFan of playing a little bit more defensively. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the Boston having less forecheckers. I'm going to have them start with just one forechecker. I'm going to keep the physical play at medium unless they get behind, and then I may early. Or they get behind by more than 1 goal. I may try to do a little bit high physical play, do that early, try to be a little bit proactive with that. The other team I'm just going to keep at even, normal forechecking and physical play, and adjust accordingly there to see what kind of strategy they might use. But as far as the Bruins goes, I'm going to have them do less forecheckers to start out the game. So let's try that out and see how that goes. Maybe we'll get the Bruins a victory here. Now Detroit, is doing better in my replay. They're 3-2 in the replay, and I have played all the games up to date for both teams. So Detroit and Boston, as well as the other teams in the league. So I'm up to that point in the season. There was only 8 teams, so it wasn't that hard to do. Definitely harder to do when you get some modern teams, modern day seasons, if you want to try to play every game in that. But it's definitely manageable in the 1966 with the original 8 there. So all right, so Detroit, like I said, is faring far better. I believe they were either in last place or close to last place at this point in the season so far, and I think they were. I want to say they might not even have a win, but again, definitely they're faring far better than they are in the actual season. Actually, I think they do have 1 win, because I think they got that 1 win against us. I believe. I think that was the first game. I want to say. But anyway, without further ado, let's get this game underway and see if we can get the Bruins a victory, or at least get Bobby Orr a goal or something, or some more points in his rookie season there. So all right, so let's drop the puck. All right, the face-off will be won by Detroit. And before I go into that, let's just give the starting lines here. At left wing for the Bruins, Johnny Busick. The center is Pip Martin, and the right winger is Ed Westfall. Bobby Orr, Mr. Bobby Orr, is your left defenseman, and your right defenseman is Ted Green. I went with their normal lineup. Didn't make any adjustments this time. Gary Doak is on the bench, and can't remember the left defenseman there, but we'll see when he comes up. I'll point him out to you. For the hometown Detroit Red Wings, I believe this is Joe Louis Arena here. Dean Prentice is your left winger. The center is Alex Del Vecchio. The right winger is the famous Gordie Howe. Left defense is Leo Bolvin. And right defense is Gary Bergman. Those are nice, easy names to pronounce for the most part. All right. So the face-off is going to go to Detroit, and it's going to go out to Prentice. He will pass it over to Bovin. And Bovin will give it away. So Johnny Busick will end up with the puck. And it's not a breakaway. And he will pass it around. And it'll be a hit by Howe. Cause a loose puck. That'll go to Westfall for the Bruins. Westfall over to Martin. And Martin will take a shot on net. So the Bruins strike first with a shot anyway. And that's going to be saved by Crozier. And the goalies for Detroit, the goalie for Detroit is Roger Crozier. And for the Boston Bruins is Eddie Johnston. So it's going to be a save by Crozier. Rebound out to Bergman for Detroit. And he'll pass it over to Prentice. Prentice with the pass, and let's see here. Defensive forechecker 0-1. Then use the pass number. So it's not going to be a shot. So it's because the Bruins have the guys back on it. So 0-1. We're going to use the pass number instead. So that already saved the shot there. And both teams have line changes. So Ron Murphy with the hit. Actually, no, it's not going to be enough. Not enough of a hit. And Marshall will get a weak shot on Johnson. And that will be forced wide by Billabau. Loose puck battle between Henderson for Detroit and Waterwich for the Bruins. And Henderson will win that one. Battle. He passes over to Watson. Watson will pass it back to Henderson. And Henderson will take a shot on that. Fairly decent shot. And that will be a save by Johnston. And he will hold on to it. So we already have a victory here. We've gone almost 3 minutes without the opposing team scoring a goal. If you've watched some of the previous games, the other team would score within the first 5 minutes. So we haven't reached that yet, but there were a couple games within the first minute or two. So we've already surpassed that, which is good. So face off between Dillabau and Hampson. And Hampson will win the face-off. And it'll go out to Marshall. Marshall back to Hampson. Hampson with the shot on net. And that is going to be a save by Johnston. And Waterwich will get the loose puck for the Bruins. And Henderson's going to cause a, let's see here, defense has 3 forecheckers. No, they do not. They just have 2. So, but it will be a forced dumping anyway. So forced dumping, and Crozier will cover the puck for a face-off. So face-off to the left of Crozier. Dillabau and Hampson in the face-off circle. And that'll again be won by Hampson. It's going to go over to Henderson. Henderson will take a shot. And another save by Johnston. Murphy with the loose puck now for the Bruins. Line changes for both teams. And Williams now with the puck for the Bruins. He's going to get a great pass over to Green. Green will take the shot. And it'll be a save by Crozier. Rebound out to Delvecchio. And Ted Green will cause the forced dumping. And Bobby Orr will chase down the loose puck. So Bobby Orr with his first possession of the game. He will pass it over to Parisi. So JP Parisi with the puck. He'll pass it over to Shock. Shock will put a weak shot on net. And that'll be a save by Crozier. Rebound out to Mr. Bobby Orr. And, well, it's going to be a defensive battle between Orr and Gauguin for the Red Wings. And that'll be won by... Oh, the home team wins the tie there. So that'll be won by Gauguin for Detroit. And he will try to pass to Delvecchio, but it'll be forced to dump it in by Green. And Johnson will recover it and leave it for Green. He'll pass it over to Williams. Williams now with it for the Bruins. He'll get a shot off on that. Save by Crozier. Rebound out to Mr. Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr's got it now, and he's got to take a shot on net. He's going to have an excellent shot here, a force shot. Can he get it in? No, it's going to be a save by Crozier on the shot by Bobby Orr. Rebound out to Green for the Bruins, and he'll get a shot off on net. Saved and held onto by Crozier. So the Bruins putting a little pressure on Detroit here. And Detroit is not, neither team has scored. 14 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first period. Face up to the right of Crozier. Referee will drop the puck. Face off between Shock and Delvecchio. Delvecchio will win the face-off. Goes out to Wall. Line changes for both teams. Out to Bathgate. Bathgate will pass it around, and 0-1. It's going to be a forced dump-in because the Bruins are back. So he's not going to get a shot off. That will be a dump-in or a giveaway. Let's see here. So that is going to be a dump-in. So Dallas Smith forces the... Dallas Smith is the guy that I have instead of Doak at left defense. So Johnson will recover it and leave it for Smith. So already this seems to be more effective. Good idea, Al, for this defensive strategy. Hopefully it will pay off for the Bruins with a tie. We'll even take a tie, but we'd love to have a victory, but we would take a tie. Progress, not perfection. So takeaway by Bergman. And, it's going to be a delayed penalty on McKenzie for the Bruins. So we'll see what that's all about in a second. Meanwhile, Bathgate's going to get a weak shot off on net. Saved by Johnston. And that'll go to Wadowicz. So let's see what the penalty is now with the change of possession. So 38. So that is not going to be a penalty on McKenzie as it goes above his number. So no penalty. The penalty gets waived off. And let's see who last had the puck here. Oh, Wadowicz should have the puck now. So Wadowicz with the puck. And we're going to say he's just going to pass it. That'll go over to Stewart. So the penalty gets waived off. And Stewart will get a weak shot off on net. Saved by Crozier. Loose puck battle between Boyven and Stewart. And Boyven will win the loose puck battle. Line changes for both teams. No penalty on the play. And Wall has it now. He'll get a weak shot off on net. And saved by Johnson. Rebound out to Martin. He'll recover the loose puck. And it just goes to a pass. So it's going to be a possible penalty on Gauguin for Detroit. So the Bruins could be on a power play here, because that's in the pass zone. So this will be, the penalty occurs right away. And that will be a penalty, 19 plus opponent if penalty 2 or higher. And he does have a 2. So it's going to, unfortunately, it's going to be offsetting penalties on Gauguin and Johnson, because he is a 2 or higher. So it will be a penalty on Gauguin. And, possible injury here. So it's going to be a slashing penalty. And we'll see I think it was against Watson here, because Watson is the other guy with the penalty. So Watson has a 1 rating, and this is so it's going to be a shift penalty. So he'll be off. He'll be in the penalty box anyway, so that won't matter. So he'll be off for the shift, and hold on. Let's figure out his penalty first. And this was a 2 on here last I looked, so I don't know why it changed to a 1. But anyway, that is a minor on Watson. And no misconduct, though. So Watson. So it'll be offsetting penalties, so hold on here. So just take Gauguin off the line anyway. So we'll do line changes for both teams. So Watson and Gauguin in the penalty box is offsetting penalties, so it'll still be a 5-on-5. So face off. So referee drops the puck. Oliver and Hampson now in the face-off circle. And that is going to be won by Oliver for the Bruins. He'll get the puck. And it'll be taken away by Smith for the Red Wings. And that is going to be no interception by the Bruins. And Marshall will give it away. And McKenzie will end up with it. No breakaway for him, but he does end up with the puck. And he's going to get a shot off on net. And he will score. So John McKenzie will score at the halfway through, and the Bruins have their first, I think it's their first lead of the season in game number 5. So he will score the goal. Alrighty. This is the Bruins theme song from the 70s there. We'll leave that on for a short little while we figure out the goal here. So John McKenzie with the goal. And it's going to be a no assists on the play as it was a giveaway by Marshall. And all right, so the Bruins end up top 1-0 on the goal by John McKenzie. All righty, so hope you enjoyed that. We'll play that song every time the Bruins score. I don't think you'll get sick of it because the Bruins probably won't score a heck of a lot during this season. And we get another special treat when Bobby Orr scores, so we'll go with that one for now. Hopefully we'll be able to show you the Bobby Orr special thing we do, but until then, stay tuned. But the Bruins are going to try to enjoy this lead now. Hopefully they will be able to hold it and perhaps add to it. So here we go. 10 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first period. We'll change the lines, and Joe Watson will be off the line because we'll put Bobby Orr on. Why not? He's been known to double shift. So, all right. So, referee drops the puck at center ice. Bruins up 1-0. Gonna enjoy it while we can, anyway. So, face-off will be won by Del Vecchio for the Red Wings. Goes out to Bob Wall. Wall over to Howe. Gordie Howe with the puck now. He'll take no, actually he'll give it away. So Gordie Howe gives it away, and Pitt Martin is going to have a breakaway. Can the Bruins go up by a score of 2-0? We'll see. No. Wishful thinking there. But at least the Bruins are controlling the puck more, so that's good. So puck battle between Wall and Busick. And it's going to be a tie. So Wall will win the loose puck battle for the Red Wings. And it will go out to Marshall. Marshall will pass it around. It'll come back to him. And he'll give it away. So Oliver with the puck now for the Bruins. And penalties are both over. So Dallas Smith with the, let's see here. Does Dallas Smith have it? Dallas Smith is going to give it away. So Dallas Smith gives it away. Maybe I shouldn't have had him start instead of Doak, but. So breakaway. So breakaway. This is going to eliminate a breakaway here. That would have been a breakaway. But because the Bruins are less than or equal to 1 in their forechecking, they're 1. So there's no breakaway, so they prevented that breakaway, which could have easily been a goal there because Prentice was definitely a good skater there. So that could have been a goal. But by the Bruins playing back, that may have prevented it. So, however, Ron Murphy maybe have a penalty here. It looks like there's going to be a delayed penalty as Prentice has it. And Prentice is still going to get a good shot off here, though. And that'll be a save by Johnson. And the rebound goes out to Connolly for the Bruins. And Smith with it now. He'll pass it over. It's going to be taken away by Del Vecchio. Line changes for both teams. And it's not going to be a takeaway, but it's going to be a pass. So 0-1, so it'll be a pass. And it's going to go out to Mahavlich. But he'll be hit off the puck by Mr. Bobby Orr. It's a great hit by Orr. Loose puck will go to Fontenay for the Red Wings. It's a name I've heard of before. And it'll go over to Mahavlich. And is that a delayed penalty on the Bruins here that I missed? Hold on. See it on here. Oh, I think there was a delayed penalty here. Yeah, it was just a hit by Bobby Orr, so technically Detroit still has it. So I think we're good there as far as that goes. I believe so. So the right wing has it, so they don't totally lose possession. The Bruins never regain possession. So it's going to be a shot by Mahavlich. And that will be a save by Johnson. Oh, it's going to be blocked by Green. And yeah, Green with the loose puck. He's going to win it. So that will be a change of possession there. So let's check out what the delayed penalty is here on Stewart. Oh, and that's going to be a major penalty, it looks like. I think we did this right. So it's going to be fighting penalty. And no misconduct, 37. He's only 23. But I usually go with whoever's highlighted here. So it's going to be Fontaine with the penalty. So that'll be a major. Even though it doesn't say a major on his, it's got to be some recipient of the fight. So that's going to be him. So no misconduct. So Fontaine will go to the penalty box. So offsetting fighting penalties here. So it'll still be a 5-on-5. 7 minutes to let go in the first period. Bruins still lead by a score of 1-0. Referee drops the puck. Bruins win the faceoff. Seeing that a lot more often too, it seems, in this game. Mr. Bobby Orr with the puck. He'll pass it to Oliver. Oliver will get a shot off on net. And it's going to be deflected wide by Boyven for Detroit. Havlicek will chase down the loose puck for Detroit. And he will be hit off the puck by Green. Green seemed to be hitting more too. Maybe that goal really lit a fire under him. And Cullen will end up with the loose puck for the Red Wings. Line changes for both teams. Prentice with the puck now for Detroit. And Prentice is going to get a shot off on net. And that'll be a save by Johnson. Goes out to Smith. Smith now with it for the Bruins. Smith over to Murphy. Murphy with the shot on net. And it'll be a save by Crozier. Out to Gauguin. Gauguin with it now. He'll pass it over to Howe. Howe with a shot on net. And that'll be a save by Johnson. Rebound out to Wadowich for the Bruins. He'll get the loose puck. And he's going to give a great pass here. So it's a 0. So it's we have 1 forechecker, so we're not at that 0 there. But Wadowich is going to give a great pass over to Murphy. Murphy will wind up and take a shot. And that'll be saved by and held on to by Crozier. So the Bruins out shooting the Red Wings by a score by 11-8. Definitely generating some more offensive opportunities here. Have 1 goal to show for it so far on the goal by McKenzie at the 10-minute 40-second mark of the first period. Face off to the left of Crozier. Referee drops the puck. That'll be won by the Bruins. It'll go over to Murphy. Murphy will get it, and he'll give a great pass over to Dallas Smith. Dallas Smith, not much of a offensive threat. Will get a weak shot off on net. And it'll be saved by Crozier. Rebound out to Wall for Detroit. And Prentice now with the puck for Detroit. Get a shot off on net. Saved and held onto by Johnston. So face off to the right of Johnston. So Billadal and Delvecchio in the face-off circle. And that will be won by Detroit. Out to Wall. Line changes for both teams. And it'll be out to Delvecchio. Will have the puck now for Detroit. He's going to give a great pass over to Cullen. Cullen with the above average shot on net here. Winds up, takes the shot. And it'll be blocked by Mr. Bobby Orr. So Orr, oh no. Oh, thankfully. Thankfully, that's no injury on Bobby Orr. So he had a 5 here, which is less than this, and it ends up being no injury to the right side. So thankfully, Bobby Orr is all right. So he'll end up with the loose puck. He'll pass it over to Parise. Parise will give it away, though. Oh. Cullen will end up with the puck. No breakaway for him, though. The Bruins get back quickly. And Watson will take a shot up on net. And that'll be saved and held onto by Johnson. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first period. Bruins still up by a score of 1-0. Referee drops the puck. Face-off won by Detroit. Out to Watson. Watson with the puck. He'll pass it over to Cullen, and it'll be taken away by Green. So Green trying to get it over to ORR is going to be hit. Loose puck between Marshall and Parise battling for it. And Marshall is going to win it for Detroit. Line changes for both teams. And let's see here. Bovin with it now for Detroit. And fighting penalties are over. Line changes for both teams. Oh, and Marat is on, he's a big penalty guy for the Bruins. He's going to end up with a possible delayed penalty here. Oh, actually not a delayed penalty. Let's see what it is. And it's going to be a minor. 7 plus minor if major. It's not a major. So it's just a minor penalty on Marat for hooking. 1 minute 40 seconds left in the first period. And so Marat will go to the penalty box. So the Bruins will get their power killing team on of Busick, or Green, and Martin. And Detroit will get their power play line number 1 on with Prentice, Bovin, Delvecchio, Bergman, and Mr. Gordie Howe. So Detroit on the power play. Referee will drop the puck. That'll be won by Detroit. Howe will have the puck now. He'll pass it over to Delvecchio. Delvecchio will get a weak shot off on net. And 0-1 forecheckers, and it's going to be a wide shot. So it definitely pays to go less on the forechecking there. A little bit more defensive. Now, especially now that they're up a goal. So that will be a wide shot. As ORR gets forces it wide. And loose puck. We don't have anybody for loose puck, so we got to do a loose puck tie here. And Bergman's going to end up with it for Detroit.
Last minute of play in this period.
As we're nearing the end of the first period. So that is going to be no interception by the Bruins. But Bovin will get a shot off on net. Oh, and he's going to have an excellent opportunity. But Johnson is able to make the save. 1-4 would have been a goal, but it's a 7. So rebound goes out to Prentice. Prentice will have a shot on net. So Detroit putting a little bit of pressure on at the end of the first period on the power play. And that will be saved by Johnson. Johnson with another save. And Busick will end up with the rebound. And Busick will over to ORR. And ORR will ice the puck. So Howe with the puck now for Detroit. And Busick will no forced dumping. Forced ice by the power play team. Click ice. So it's going to be an forced ice by the power play team. So ORR now. So Bergman with it, and he will be hit off the puck by ORR. ORR, a great defender, especially on the power play. And there will be a puck battle between Green and Bergman. Bergman will win it for Detroit because of the tie. And that will end the first period. So the Bruins lead 1-0. Their first time they've led after a period. First time they've led period at any point. So we'll take that. So we'll take a look at the stats quickly and take a... Alright, we got to take more off of the... We'll put more on there to start it. And let's check this out. We'll check out our summary at the end of the first period here. Definitely want to do that, especially with the lead. So shots on goal. Looks like Green, Martin, and Murphy each have 2 for the Bruins. Orr has 1 shot. Orr has 2 hits also. And he is on the line that scored the goal, so he's got a +1 there. For Detroit, shots on goal. Dean Prentice is getting 4 shots on goal, but nothing to show for it so far. So he's got 1/3 of the shots. Henderson has 2 shots. So between Henderson and Prentice, they have half the shots Detroit has taken. Shots are even at 12. But on the scoreboard where it matters, the Bruins are ahead as McKenzie gets the goal. No unassisted goal after the giveaway by Detroit. So we'll be right back after it, and we'll start the second period. All right, and we're back for the start of the second period with the Bruins up by a score of 1-0 over the Red Wings. So let's drop the puck. So the face-off is going to be won by Detroit, still on the power play for the next few seconds. On the penalty to Marat is nearing its conclusion. And it's going to go out to Marshall. Marshall with the puck. And that'll end the penalty. So the power play is over. Detroit does not score. The Bruins successfully defend the power play. And I think kill it off. And I think definitely having that 1 forechecker has definitely helped. So thank you, Coach Al, for that one. All right, so Prentice now with the puck. He leads Detroit with 4 shots on goal. He's going to actually pass it this time. He'll pass it over to Howe. And Howe will get a weak shot off on that. And it'll be a save by Johnson. Johnson has played well so far. Hopefully he can get keep it going and get the Bruins their first victory. Bruins would definitely like to add another goal here, as Prentice is going to get a weak shot off on net as he gets the rebound. And that'll be another save by Johnson. Marat now back on the ice after the penalty. He will pass it around. And actually, Delvecchio will cause the dumping. Puck battle between Delvecchio and Dillabow for the Bruins. Who had the puck there? I forgot who was the offense. Okay, so the Bruins are the offense. So it will be won by Delvecchio. Prentice now is going to take and he's going to pass it, not shoot it. Looked like he was going to shoot there for a second. And Marshall with it now. Line changes for both teams. Ullman will get the puck now for Detroit. And he's going to he's a great passer. He'll give a great pass over the Wall. Wall will take a weak shot on net. And that'll be a save by Johnson. He had a good opportunity there, but Johnson's able to make a great save on it. And puck battle between Waterwich and McGregor. And that'll be won by Waterwich for the Bruins. And he'll be forced to dump it in by Ullman. Martin chases it down along with Ullman. And it looks like Ullman's going to win that battle for Detroit. And he'll pass it over to McGregor. McGregor will get a shot off on that. And it'll be another... Oh, it's going to be deflected wide by Westphal. Bathgate will end up with it for Detroit. The loose puck. And Bathgate with it. He'll get a shot off, skates it up, and he'll get a shot off on Johnson. Saved by Johnson. Rebound out to Martin. So Detroit's putting a little pressure on, trying to tie the score here in the early phases of the second period. Johnston's is denying him so far, as Busic's going to end up with it. And Busic is going to give a great pass over to Wadowicz. Wadowicz will get a weak shot up on that. And it'll be a save and held on to by Crozier. So face off to the right of Crozier. Martin and Ullman in the face-off circle. It'll be won by Ullman for Detroit. Kicked out to McGregor. Line changes for both teams. And they try to get it to Marshall, but Green is going to cause the forced dumping. And puck battle between Green and Henderson. And that is going to be won by, looks like Green is going to end up with it for the Bruins. And we put up a possible penalty. Let's check out the penalty here on Henderson. So the Bruins may be on the power play. 38. No, it's not. So let's see who had it last here. So Green controls the loose puck. Actually, that was going to be a pass, so we'll just go ahead with the pass. I remember that now. So Stewart will pass it over to Oliver. Oliver will give it away, though. And no breakaway, as again the Bruins have less than one or greater forecheckers. One or less forecheckers, sorry. So they have men back on it, so there's no breakaway. So again, they thwart the breakaway by Smith. Definitely saved possible good scoring chances for Detroit by having the defensive back. So once again, good strategy by AlRedsoxFan, letting myself and Mr. Brody know about that, right, Mr. Brody? Al gave us some good advice there, as Mr. Brody shakes his head, trying to understand. Yeah, I know. It was a little tough to understand, but we understand it now, don't we? All right, let's get back to the action there. Coach Brody with his Christmas sweater on, which we'll show in his next video that he does, next Stratomatic video. Although I think you did show it in our last video. Mr. Brody has a nice red sweater on. Yes, he does. He's got to get you a Bruins sweater, huh? Maybe a Bobby Orr sweater. You want to get that? It'll keep you warm, huh? Mr. Brody agrees. He would like that. All right, so Watson now with the puck for Detroit. He will pass it over to Hampson. And it's going to be intercepted by the Bruins. So the Bruins will intercept it. Mr. Bobby Orr will end up with the puck. He will pass it over to Green. Line change for both teams. Over to Murphy now with it. Murphy with a weak shot on that. Easy save for Crozier, and he will hold on to it. So 6 minutes gone in the second period with the Bruins still clinging to that 1-0 lead. Face off to the left of Crozier. Detroit will win the face-off. Over to Wall. Wall will be hit off the puck by Murat. Loose puck battle between Murphy and... Well, Murphy will track it down, actually. Murphy with it for the Bruins. But he will be hit off of it by Henderson. Henderson with the hit. And loose puck between Wall and Murphy battling for it. And Wall will end up with it for Detroit. He will be hit off of it by Dillabow, though, for the Bruins. So good hit by Dillabow. And Smith will end up with the loose puck. He'll easily win it from Murat. Loose puck battle. And so it's going to be a left wing, 29. So it's not a shot. Instead, it's going to be a pass to. So again, the Bruins playing back saved a Possible shot attempt there. And however, though, it looks like Marat might be flagged for another penalty. So we're going to have a delayed penalty on Marat, as Gogan's going to fire off a shot on Johnston. And that will be saved by Johnson. And we'll go out to Dillabau, so we'll see what the penalty is now. Let's change of possession. Oh. Hold on, who is that? I keep doing that. That was Marat. Okay. Forget with the line changes that it changes the guy in the penalty. So let's see what the penalty is on Marat, if there's any. And there is. Marat with his second penalty, I believe, of the day. At least his second. No misconduct on that one. But once again, Detroit will be on the power play. All right. We'll let the voicemail take that one. We'll call back that one later. Right now we're in the middle of a power play by the Detroit Red Wings. We'll get ready to start one. So penalty kill for the Bruins. Power play there. Marat in the penalty box now. Detroit with a scoring chance here. Opportunity. As Delvecchio will win the faceoff for Detroit. Between Delvecchio and Martin. And Bergman will end up with it for Detroit. He'll be hit off of it by Mr. Bobby Orr. So Bobby Orr, great penalty killer, once again comes through with a big hit. And Ted Green will win the loose puck battle. He's great at loose pucks. So Bruins definitely with a great power play killing team. Line there anyway. And Bruins will ice the puck. Mr. Busick will ice it. And that's going to end up with, let's see here, Bovin with it now for Detroit. 1 minute left on the penalty to Marat. And that's going to go over to Delvecchio. Mr. Bobby Orr once again, though, will force the dump in. Oh, actually, no, it's a forced pass because it's shorthanded. So it's going to be a forced pass by Delvecchio. So Orr forces the pass. And that's going to go over to pass over to Bergman. And line changes for both teams. I'll avoid do a double shift here. Definitely want our best defenseman on. Let's see. It's going to end up with... Ooh, McGregor is going to end up with a great opportunity here as an open point-blank shot here. And that'll be blocked by Orr. So Orr laid down for that one and is able to block the shot. So Orr may now not have scored a goal yet, but he's definitely probably prevented at least a couple, at least one there probably, and possibly another during the game. So loose puck battle between Westphal, who's an excellent loose puck with a 16 rating. And then he'll easily win the loose puck battle with him and Marshall. So Bruins successfully have killed off the penalty. So it remains 1-0 Boston halfway through the second period. Or now with the puck, he'll pass it over to Green. Green will give it away though. And breakaway of 3. No, it's only a 2. So no breakaway by Bathgate. He'll pass it over to Ullman. Ullman will get an above-average shot on net here. He winds up, takes the shot. And that'll be saved by Johnson. So Johnson with another great save. Rebound out to Ullman. He'll get another shot off on net. And this time an even better shot. And that will be deflected wide by Martin. Forced wide. Westphal with the puck now for the Bruins. And he'll pass it over to Orr. ORR is going to pass it over to Busick. Busick will get a shot off on net. And that'll be a saved and held on to by Crozier. So the Bruins definitely with their opportunities to add to the lead, but unable to so far. Face off to the right of Crozier this time. Referee drops the puck. That'll be won by the Bruins. Martin with the puck as both teams change lines. And it's not going to be an assist here. So it's no assist pass. Just going to be a regular pass by Watson. Over to Dillabow. And Bergman with the takeaway for Detroit. It's going to go over to Floyd Smith. Smith will get a shot off on net. Saved and held on to by Johnson. So face off to the right of Johnson. Dillabow and Hampson in the face-off circle. Referee will drop the puck as Detroit wins the face-off. Out to Boyven. And it's going to be pass. Numbers no takeaway, but it'll be a pass. Because they only have one forechecker. And that's going to go over to Henderson. Henderson's going to have a great shot opportunity here. A 5-shot. And that will be a goal. So Henderson scores the tying goal. It's now a 1-1 game. So we enjoyed it while we had it. See if we can get it back now. See the any assists on the play, on the goal. Looks like Bergman and Boyven will get assists. So 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second. Now a tie game, 1-1. Referee drops the puck at center ice. Let's change the lines here. And the Bruins will win that. Actually, no, they won't. Ullman will win it for Detroit. We'll pass it over to Marshall. Line change for both teams. Smith will end up with it for Detroit. And he's going to give a great pass over to Wall. Wall's going to wind up and take a shot. And that'll be saved and held onto by Johnson. 6 minutes left in the second period. 1-1. Detroit wins the faceoff. Out to Smith. Smith over to Gogan. Gogan will take a weak shot on that. And that'll be blocked by McKenzie. Stewart with the puck now for the Bruins. Loose puck. He'll be hit off by Smith. Loose puck battle between Waterwich and Henderson. Henderson an excellent at the loose puck with a 14. Don't really even have to check it. And that'll be over to Wall. Wall with the pass over to Smith. Smith will give it away though, as McKenzie ends up with it. He'll pass it over to Smith. Smith with the pass over to Stewart, and there'll be a line change. So Murphy with it now for the Bruins. And he's going to give a great pass. He can't pass to himself, so it's going to be over to Conley. Conley now, the left winger now with it for the Bruins. He's going to get a shot off on that. And saved by Crozier and holds on to it. So 4 minutes left in the second. 1-1 score. Referee drops the puck. It'll be won by Del Vecchio. Del Vecchio out to Marshall. And Bobby Orr with the takeaway. Yep, Bobby Orr is going to get a takeaway. He'll get it over to Connolly. Connolly will get a shot off on net. And saved by Crozier. The rebound will go out to Murphy. So rebound opportunity for the Bruins here. He'll get a shot off on net. Saved and held onto by Crozier. So the Bruins putting some pressure on, trying to get the lead back. Face off to the right of Crozier. Bilodeau and Delvecchio in the face-off circle. Going to be won by Bilodeau. Out to Murphy. And that is going to be an interception by Mr. Gordie Howe. And we're going to have a 34 here. So it's going to be a delayed penalty on Bilodeau. So 34 will be an assist pass. So Delvecchio will get a great pass. Oh, back to Howe. And Howe's going to wind up and take a shot. Excellent shooter. Here we go. And it's going to be a saved and held on to. Oh, it's actually going to be deflected by Mr. Bobby Orr. And Bobby Orr will win the loose puck, but it's a late penalty. So a stoppage of play with a change of possession. See what the penalty is on Bilodeau, if any. And it will be. It will be a 2-minute minor on Bilodeau. Let's see what it is. It's going to be a cross-checking penalty on Bilodeau. So he'll go to the box for 2. And Detroit will be on the power play with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the period. Chance for them to go ahead. As the Bruins get their penalty killing team and Detroit gets their power play team on the ice. Referee drops the puck. It's going to be won by the Bruins. Busick with the puck line, changes for both teams. And it'll be taken away by Bergman. Another line changes. That's weird. And it's going to be Boyven with the loose. It's going to be able to take a shot now on Johnston. So he winds up and takes the shot. And then it'll be saved by Johnston. It's going to be out to Bobby Orr. And got nobody to pass it to, so we're just going to do a loose puck tie here. And that's going to be won by Delvecchio. And oh, I guess I do have myself. I didn't realize I had myself on low, but I do. That's weird. I didn't think I had it on there. But anyway, I had it on low, so it's going to be no hit. So definitely going to change that back. It's going to just be a pass by Delvecchio.
Last minute of play in this period.
And it's going to be over to Howe. And that'll be just a pass because it's not a dump in by the shorthanded team. Actually, hold on. Yes, it's not a shot. It's a forced dump in here, but there's no forced dump in, so it's going to be a pass. So Gordie Howe will pass it over to Delvecchio. Ooh, Delvecchio is going to get a great opportunity here at the end of the final minute of the first period. Can Johnston come up big and save it? Yes, he can. Johnston will make the save. Rebound will come out to Boyven, though. And loose puck battle between Martin and Boyven. And tie up, so Boyven will end up with the puck, and he'll get a shot off on net as we near the end of the second period. And that'll be a save by Johnston. Or with the puck now. And he will ice the puck. And that should do it. Oh, not quite yet. Line change both teams. Smith, let's see if Smith can get a shot off on net. No, he's going to be hit off the puck, though, by McKenzie. Loose puck battle. This should do it, as Marat's going to end up with it. And that'll be the end of the second period. So Detroit is able to score a goal in the second. And is now a 1-1 game at the end of 2. So we'll be right back. Actually, let's check the stats out first before we take a small break and prepare dinner for the evening. So Ron Murphy with 4 shots for the Bruins. Wayne Connolly with 2. Martin with 2. Green with 2. Bobby Orr still with only 1 shot on net. Does have 3 hits, though. Let's check it out here. Let's see. For Detroit, Dean Prentice still leads with 5 shots on net. Paul Henderson with 3 shots. Leo Boivin also with 3 shots. And Bob Wall with 3 shots. So Detroit, 2-1 advantage as far as shots in the second period, 12-6. Now lead at 24-18 in total shots. And they did score that 1 goal. So we'll be change lines and we'll be right back at the start of the third period. Alrighty, we're back with period number 3. Score tied at 1. Bruins scored first in the first period, followed by a goal by Detroit in the second period. And that's where we stand now, 1-1 going into the third period. So can the Bruins at least get a tie? Or can they score a goal and get a win? Or will they lose their 5th game in a row? So we'll see. Make sure our forechecking is set at 1. Everything else is set there. All right. So Bilodeau and Del Vecchio are in the face-off circle at center ice. Referee drops the puck. Here we go. And Del Vecchio will win it for the Red Wings. That's going to go out to Gordie Howe. And that'll be, he'll pass it over to Gauguin. Gauguin with the pass over to Prentice. Prentice already with a bunch of shots on net. And he's going to give a great pass over to back to Gauguin. Gauguin with the shot on net. Saved and held by Johnson. Face off to the right of Johnson. And it's going to be won by Detroit. Out to Prentice again. Prentice will pass it over to Wall. And Wall is going to give it away. And it's going to be a breakaway by Connolly from the Bruins. And he's going to have a breakaway shot, so Connolly skates it up, breaks away on net, fires the shot. And it's going to be saved by Crozier. Rebound out to Gauguin. So Connolly with a breakaway opportunity denied. And it's going to go out to Prentice. Prentice is going to take another shot on net. And that'll be a save by Johnson. Rebound out to Gauguin. Puck battle between Gauguin and Wadowich for the Bruins. And that is going to be won by Wadowich. Passes over to Murphy. Murphy will shoot it and be saved by Crozier. Puck goes out to Howe. Howe will skate it up. Line changes for both teams. And it's going to be a forced dump in by Martin. And it'll be a puck battle between Westfall and Boivin. And it's going to be won by Westfall. It'll be hit off the puck, though, by Bathgate. Loose puck battle between Green and McGregor. And that is going to be won by McGregor. Over to Bathgate. He'll pass it over to Boivin. Boivin with the pass to McGregor. McGregor with the shot on goal. Saved and held onto by Johnson. Face off between Martin and Ullman. Detroit wins the faceoff. Out to Boyven. And Westphal will force the dump in. Puck battle between Bathgate and ORR. ORR will win the battle. And it'll be a line change. Stewart now with the puck for the Bruins. He'll give a great pass over to Smith. Fortunately, ORR's not on anymore, and he's going to give a weak shot on that. Easy save for Crozier. He'll pass it over to Smith. Well, actually, it'll be a save, and Smith will have the puck now. He skates it up. Smith Maggs comes running in. Henderson now with the puck. He'll give a great pass over to Marshall. Marshall will shoot wide. Loose puck battle between Waterwich and Henderson. And that'll be won by Henderson for Detroit. They'll pass it over to Hampson. Hampson will give a great pass back to Henderson. Henderson with a weak shot on that. Be easily saved by Johnson. Rebound though. Rebound. Loose puck battle won by Waterwich. He'll pass it over to Oliver for the Bruins. Oliver with a shot on net. And that's going to be blocked by Marshall. And possible injury on Marshall on the blocked shot. And 28-7. He's going to be out for the game as Marshall blocks the shot and gets injured on the play. So Marshall out now for the Detroit. If you can find him. So he'll be their number two left defenseman. He'll be out the rest of the game. Oops. We'll be right back. Hold on, I lost my thing there. Let's see if we can get that back. 0. So Marshall out for the rest of the game. So block shot by Marshall. So loose puck battle. So Marshall cannot get it as he's going to be helped from the ice, and we'll just have a face-off. Stoppage of play there. Face-off won by the Bruins. Kicked out to McKenzie, who owns the Bruins goal for the game. And he's going to pass it over to Waterwich. Waterwich will have a shot on net. And that will be forced wide by Henderson. Loose puck battle between Stewart and Marshall. That is going to be won by Stewart for the Bruins. He'll pass it over to McKenzie. McKenzie with a great pass over to Oliver. Oliver with the shot on net. Oh, just misses it. 1-13 would have been a goal. It's a 15, so it's going to be a rebound on the shot by Oliver. Loose puck battle between Smith and Smith. Dallas Smith and Floyd Smith. And that'll be won by Floyd Smith for the Detroit. Teams change lines. And Bergman will give it away. Connolly with the puck now. And it's going to be, excuse me on that one. I just had a little sneezing fit off camera. Off the mic, I should say. Alrighty, so now it's going to be an interception. There's going to be an interception on the play by Henderson. Henderson will get it. Over to Bergman. Bergman with a great pass over to Henderson. And he'll get a high quality shot on net. And that'll be Saved by Johnston. And he'll hold on to it. 13 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Still tied at 1. Face off to the right of Johnson. And that'll be won by Bildow for the Bruins. He'll pass it over to Green. No penalty on the play. Green over to Orr. Orr will pass it over to back to Green. He'll pass it over to Murphy. Murphy with the shot on net. And that'll be saved by Crozier. Rebound. Comes out to Smith for Detroit. Line changes for both teams. And it will be 0-1, so we have 1 forechecker, so that will be a dump in, but forced by Waterwich. Who's puck battle between Smith and Mahavlich now. Mahavlich wins that battle. He'll pass it over to Fontaine. Fontenay. Fontenay will give it away, though, as McKenzie has it now for the Bruins. He'll pass it over to Smith. And it's going to be a penalty on Watson. We'll see what that is. It's going to be a minor penalty on Brian Watson. So the Bruins will be on a power play and a possible injury. I believe that was Dallas Smith, I want to say, that had it last for the Bruins. It was. So let's see here. It's going to be a slashing penalty. No misconduct, though. So let's see what does go mean? Let's see here. Oh, goalie injury. So it's a goalie injury right there. I've never seen that one come up before. Eddie Johnston's an 11. So I'm not sure exactly what that means. There's not a number there. So yeah, I'm not really sure exactly how to do this. There's no number to compare it to. So I don't know if you go to the right side or the left side because there's no number here. It's an 11. So I think we're gonna go with this right here. It's either going to be a game +1 or an injury, and we're going to go with whatever number generates here. So 17. 17 is higher than the 11, so we're going to go with the no injury here. I'm not sure exactly what you do with the GO there. I know it's against the goalie, but which side does it end up on? Don't know. So I think I just generated a new penalty thing, and it ended up being higher, so we'll go with the right side as usual. So no injury there. So let's see, who has the puck now? So it looks like Dallas Smith has the puck, and he will pass it. Yeah, because it was supposed to be a pass, right? And it's going to be a pass over to Stewart. Stewart will keep it. And he will get a shot off on net. Stewart's going to have a above average, high quality shot on net here. See if he can score and put the Bruins ahead halfway through the third period. And he will. Ron Stewart with the goal. So Ron Stewart puts the Bruins back on top. The 10-minute and 20-second mark of the third period. So let's see. It's going to be a pass by Dallas Smith. So Dallas Smith think there's been too many stuff. I'm not going to give one to McKenzie. I think we're just going to give it to Smith. Dallas Smith. We'll give one to McKenzie too. I guess he did handle the puck beforehand. So there's the penalty. Oh, hold on here. Hold on. Oh, there was a penalty there, so I was supposed to have a face-off. Oh, man. So, alrighty here. So, I went back and took a look at it, and with all that injury stuff going on, I neglected that Watson was on the penalty. But technically, Detroit did not, even though it was a pass situation, Detroit did not technically take over possession on that, and there's no way I really can delete that the goal right here. And having looked at the penalty, the injury thing on the goalie, that was for the Bruins goalie anyway. Johnston, it was a 1-2, that number there, and that 1-2 is less than his 11, so that means he's going to be out for this one plus a game. So I will replace. I'll just say that Johnston, after the injury, lingered on a little bit while the Bruins, went to score, and technically there wasn't a turnover. So Westfall would still have the puck there. I think it was Westfall, Eddie Westfall over here. So we're just going to go with the goal. Detroit can protest it, but the referee decided to continue the play, and he scored and put the Bruins up by a score of 2-1. So we'll take a look at this again too, because if you look at this right here, and I'm just going to give the assist to Dallas Smith because of the whole penalty thing. But if you look at this right here, it never actually changes possession. There was a penalty and a penalty, minor penalty here, so it's going to technically that could be still called a delayed penalty. And these right here, again, it doesn't change possession, just a penalty check on there. So the Bruins will score on the delayed penalty, and Dallas Smith will get actually Ron Stewart scored the goal. Dallas Smith will get a assist on that, and the Bruins are up by a score of 2-1. All right, so we're back in action here. So referee drops the puck. Face-off won by the Bruins. Kicked out to, actually line changes for both teams. Pitt Martin with the puck now for the Bruins. And there is no penalty here. That shouldn't exist right here. There we go. So we'll just go with the auto lines here. All right, Dilladal with the puck. And he's going to get a weak shot off on that. And that'll be saved by Crozier. Oh, and actually, I will take out Johnston here. And I'll bring in Bernie Parent. There we go. So Johnston's got to miss. Well, I probably wouldn't have him play the next game. So it's not so bad with a goal. I just won't have him play the next game. I was going to have Cheevers do it anyway, so. Anyway, so let's see here. Now, Connolly with the loose puck battle between him and Bergman. Bergman will win it. And he will pass it over to Boyven. Boyven will pass it over to Del Vecchio. Del Vecchio with the shot, and it's going to be a forced wide shot here. See, that would have been a good shot. Well, that wouldn't have been a great shot because it's still only a 0 shot. But that shot will be forced wide. Actually, or forces it wide anyway. Loose puck battle between Green and Prentice. And Green will win the loose puck battle. And it's going to go over to ORR. And it'll be taken away by Bergman. Passes over to Howe. Howe will get a shot off on Perrant. And that is going to be a save by Perrant. Kicked out to Boyven. Boyven will shoot it wide. Or will chase it down. And Howe will win the loose puck battle. Del Vecchio with the pass it over to Del Vecchio. Del Vecchio will give it away though. As Murphy has it for the Bruins. Line changes for both teams. Marat now controlling the puck for the Bruins. He'll pass it over to Stewart. And no interception. And he will get a shot off on, and no assist. There's no assist anyway, so he'll get a weak shot off on that. And it'll be saved and held onto by Crozier. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Bruins up by a goal. On a controversial goal by Murphy. Sorry, by Stewart. Referee drops the puck. Face off won by Detroit. Out to Boyven. Forced dumping by Watson. Watson will chase down the puck. He'll pass it over to McKenzie. And McKenzie will get a weak shot off on that. Saved by Crozier. Rebound out to Oliver. Oliver with a weak shot on net. And that will be forced wide by Bathgate. McKenzie with the loose puck. He'll try to pass it over Marat, but it'll be taken away by Watson. Line changes both teams. 6 minutes left in regulation. Bruins up by a goal. Can they hold on and win it? Their first victory of the season. And their first points of the season. Oh, but Hampson's going to have a good shot opportunity here. And it will be a goal. Oh, no, it's going to be forced wide by Smith. So Smith is able to get a stick in the way and force the shot wide. As Hampson has to change the angle a little bit. Otherwise, that would have almost been a goal, as Perrant wasn't even looking at the play. I don't know what he was looking at. But anyway, luckily it's for the Bruins. It's forced wide by Smith. Loose puck tracked down by Connolly. He'll get a shot off on net. And he will score a goal. So Wade Connolly will put the Bruins up by 2 now. So the controversial shot there, goal by the Bruins, is nullified there almost. So it's now a 3-1 lead. So the Bruins score again on 8. I believe that was the second goal for Connolly there. As it's now a 3-1 Bruins lead. And no assist on the play, as it was a loose puck he won. So let's check the scoring summary here. I believe that's Wayne Connolly's... No, it's not, actually. So Wayne Connolly scores unassisted. So the goals of Boston are by McKenzie. I don't even know who got the goal here. It doesn't even say. We'll check at the end of the game, though. But I thought it was Connolly who scored the other goal, but perhaps not. Yes, I don't know what. It must have messed up in the text here, but we'll check it out later. Anyway, the Bruins score another goal and go up by a score of 3-1 with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the period, in the game. All right. So Detroit down by 2 now. And Detroit now will go to 3-4 checkers and go to high physical play. The Bruins will go to low physical play now. Detroit now down by 2 goals. So face-off won by the Bruins. Kicked out to ORR. And it's going to be a hit by Prentice. Loose puck battle, one tracked down by Boyven. Boyven will pass it around. Come back to him. And he'll be hit off the puck by Green. Loose puck battle won by Oliver for the Bruins. Line change for both teams. Westfall now on the ice with the puck. He'll pass it over to Smith. Bruins playing keep away as Smith passes it over to Martin. And let's see, it's going to be Martin's pass it over to Westfall. Westfall back to Martin. Bruins trying to kill some time here with just 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. And they have enjoying a 2-goal lead. Unfamiliar territory for the Bruins. As Martin is going to get a weak shot off on net. And the shot is going to go on target as they have 3-4 checkers. But it's going to be saved by Crozier. Out to Wall. And it's going to be a weak shot by Bathgate. And that is going to be forced wide by Wadowich. And they're going to pull the goalie with just 2 minutes and 20 seconds down by 2. So Detroit's going to pick their extra skater. Let's check out the names first. See if we recognize anybody that's higher. I think it's going to be Gordie Howe. Yeah, Gordie Howe. Or Dean Prentice actually is better. So Dean Prentice is going to come on the ice. As a 6th man, they pull their goalie. Crozier rushes to the bench. Ullman with the loose puck. Line changes for both teams. And Hampson with the puck now. He's going to get a great opportunity here. And that'll be a save by Perrant. So Brady Perrant with a great save there. And Mr. Bobby Orr back on the ice. He'll get the loose puck. And he's going to have a shot opportunity here. So Orr winds up and takes the shot. And what happens there? Is that going to be a blocked if center block is 5? So it's not going to be blocked. It's not going to be blocked. Empty net goal. It's going to be an empty net goal. I'm pretty sure that's going to be an empty net. I know it says wide here, but hold on. We'll be right back. Alrighty, and after further review here, I have checked the rules here, and it says any shot that would require a goalie save is considered a goal. So let's go back to our game here. So Mr. Bobby Orr with the shot 2 on the empty net will score the empty goal.
By Park goes wide. Long shot, and it's scored! Almost behind that goal line, but somehow, some way, that puck went in behind Dryden.
So, all right, so Mr. Bobby Orr scores his first goal of his career, and it ends up being an empty net goal with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the third period to give the Bruins a 4-1 lead. Let's check and see if there's I don't think there's a loose puck yet, so there's no assist on the play. So an unassisted empty net goal. Hope you enjoyed that little video there. Wasn't the one I was planning on showing with Bobby Orr, but it happens to be an empty net goal there, so I figured I'd show that one on his highlight reel. So, all right, so the Bruins take the lead. Well, even more now with this 3-goal lead now. Who would have thunk that? Never mind, most goals they've scored, I think, in all 4 of their other games combined, or close to it. They score 4 in this game. So can they hold on? It's not a given. So let's see. Let's go with our low here, and our forecheckers there. Detroit's still going to be high in their forecheckers. All right, so Detroit's still with the empty. No, they're not going to go with an empty goal. 3 goals down with 1 minute and 40. Yeah, they're not going to go. They're going to put Crozier back in. So Detroit tries to use the empty net, brings on the extra attacker, and Mr. Bobby Orr is able to score all the way from back behind his own net. Amazing. The referee drops the puck. Face-off won by the Bruins. Martin with it. Time winding down. Down to a minute left. Johnny Busick with the puck now. He's going to get a shot off on net. And that will be saved by Crozier. Havlich with the puck now. Skates it up. Gogan will pass it over to Cullen. Cullen with the shot on goal. Perrant with the save. Time winding down. Dallas Smith with the puck now off the rebound. And he will pass it to kill some more time. And that'll do it as the Bruins hold on and score 3 goals in the third period, capped by Mr. Bobby Orr's first goal of his career. An empty net goal with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game. So the icing on the cake as the Bruins hold on for their first victory of the season. Now 1-4. So let's take a look at the stats here. So Eddie Johnston, #1 player of the game. Definitely only allowed 1 goal with made 28 saves. Bobby Orr, star of the game, #2, with a goal, 2 shots on goal. I don't know about that though. That's an empty net goal. I don't know but he did have some other good stats here, so he could be player #2. Takeoffs and interceptions 2, 3 hits. Still don't know what the BSWS is. So yeah, so definitely that's a +2 there. And John McKenzie, #3 with a goal, and 2 shots on goal, just 1 hit. So yeah, I guess you can give it to Bobby Orr for the player of the game #2. So let's take a look at the final box score here. So, all right. So, let's see here. So, Bobby Orr with the goal and 2 shots. McKenzie with a goal, 2 shots on goal. Dallas Smith with an assist. Ron Stewart with the goal. Okay, it did account for his goal. Good. Because it didn't in the text on the goal area. And Connolly with a goal. And Connolly, I don't know. Connolly I probably would have given Although he didn't do much else other than the 4 shots and the 1 goal. Orr was kind of an all-around here with hits and block shots. Oh, block shots. That's it. Block shots. Block shots and wide shots. Yeah, okay. That makes sense now. That's what it is. So, yeah, he definitely, I think Bobby Orr definitely number 2 with 5 block shots or wide shots. Definitely prevented some goals there probably, or goal attempts there. Probably at least one of those would have gone in for a goal. And at the time, it was a 1-1 game or a 1-0 game. So, definitely big at the time he did it. +2. Great defensive as well as offensive player, Bobby Orr. The goals for Detroit are Leo Bowman. Actually, he had an assist, and Bergman had an assist. And Henderson with the only goal. That's right. The lone Detroit goal. So, all right. So, thank you for joining me as the Bruins win their first game of the season. Now 1-4. Got that out of the way. And Bobby Orr gets his first goal. Be it an empty net goal, but hey, we'll take it any way we can get it. So, thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and we will see you in the next Bobby Orr replay from 1966-67 season when the Bruins try to go for 2 in a row. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.